right, so let's get started. If you are an optician, an optometrist, or an ophthalmologist, and you are running a clinic, an optical clinic that's making above $30,000 per month, this strategy is definitely for you. It's a strategy that I call the OpticFlow system, and this system will help any clinic that implements it right add an extra $50,000 to their monthly revenue. But before we start talking about that strategy, I'm going to tell you more about myself and why you should listen to me, actually. So, my name is Wilgie. I'm a licensed optician here in Canada, and I also run my own marketing agency. And over the past 6 years, I've worked across the optical industry, and I've seen firsthand how many optical clinics are struggling to survive, let alone strive. Even when I was studying to become an optician, actually, I've worked with different types of clinics. I've worked with small clinics and I've worked with like giants that have multiple locations and multiple countries. After I graduated, I became a flying optician. For those who don't know, flying optician, we call it opticien volant in Quebec. It's an optician that works with different clinics where they call us to replace the optician that's here because either he fell sick or burnt out or he flat out resigned from the job. So we're here to replace, to fill up the holes in the meantime. So yeah, when I was working as a flying optician, I've worked with small clinics making $30,000 to $50,000 per month. I've worked with medium-sized franchisees making $80,000 to $60,000 per month, and I've also worked with top-performing clinics that are generating six figures per month and above. But during that time, I also launched my marketing agency, and my marketing agency brought hundreds of clients to the door of businesses across multiple fields. I'm talking a restaurant, real estate agent, construction, and of course, other clinics. So I really studied the difference between these stages for a clinic, and I know exactly what they have to implement to bring a clinic from 30,000 to 60,000 to even $100,000 per month and beyond. And you know what? The best part of it, you don't even need to be a big chain or have endless resources to achieve these results. What you actually need is a tailored strategy that works specifically for independent clinics like yours. Here are some examples of a clinic that I've worked with. As you can see, currently pretty steadily making $150,000 per month, and the rest of the month is coming. However, to understand how a strategy like this can help your clinic reach that type of result, you need to understand why you need it. So, first of all, if you like all of the clinics that I've worked with, you're probably using outdated and or inefficient methods to bring new client to your clinic, like word of mouth, your occasional social media posts if you're pretty new and you're a little more tech savvy, cold calling, warm calling. So the problem with word of mouth is that it's inconsistent and it's low volume. You do not have any control over it. You can ask your client to talk about you, but sadly, even if you find a way to make them talk about you, you already don't have enough clients. So it's not like they will bring you that many people. The occasional social media post. For the clinics that are actually making social media posts, the problem with them is they're inconsistent and they don't know the right way to present their clinic to the public, because most of the time they just present themselves as some sort of like glasses reseller. They only talk about the cool glasses that they have in stock, and then they just pass as being one of the other glasses resellers down the road. And the other problem is it's very time consuming to create content. If you've tried it, you know it, and it can become pretty expensive and it can be pretty unpredictable as well. If you don't have the right strategies, the right way to track your content to see which one is performing right, you won't be able to find the right way to actually have result from them. Cold calling, let's not lie, nobody wants to do that. Who wants to pick up a phone, call somebody who doesn't care and ask them, hi, would you like to have an appointment for an eye exam? They're just gonna hang up on your face, and then nobody wants that. Warm calling. Warm calling is better than cold calling because it's people who already know you. However, it's still very time consuming and it doesn't bring that much result because the clients usually are gonna come by themselves. I've seen clinic owners spend hours cold calling, desperately trying to fill out their appointment books. Like one of my clients was using Page Jaune. It's a really big book. Like people in Quebec know what it is. It's a big book with a bunch of phone numbers and addresses, and he's been trying to call people in the vicinity to ask them, hey, would you like to have an eye exam? And like despite his best effort, he was still struggling to reach $40,000 per month. The problem is that your staff gets overworked and burnt out. Sure, there are not many clients, but they have so many things to do to try to make the business run. It becomes a burden for the staff. So the clinic has so little revenue that they cannot justify hiring more staff. There's also the client drop-off. Client come in, they do the exam, but they do not buy glasses. You end up wasting time and energy with that client trying to sell something without the client wanting to buy from the get-go. So you try to give extremely steep discounts, but the problem with that is it hurts your profitability, which create a cycle back to low cash flow, staff overworked, and then since you have to be more pushy with the sales, clients don't want to buy because they do not want to be sold like this, and then you end up going for steep discount, and this circle goes back over and over again, which makes you stuck at $30,000 a month, which is why you cannot reach that type of result right here. The thing is, it's not your fault because the business side of things and this industry is very overlooked, and the tools to compete with the bigger players are just not accessible or not easily accessible at all for small clinics. And without those tools, your clinic just become another option rather than the go-to choice for the patients in your area. But it doesn't have to be this way. And that's what I created the OpticFlow system. It's a system that is designed to help clinics like yours grow and bring a steady stream of new clients and had 50,000, 100,000, or even $500,000 per month of recurrent revenue extra to what you're currently doing. Because this OpticFlow system, it combines advanced tool and proven strategies that deliver results and change lives. And it will finally bring the respect, profitability, and stability that you deserve. So what is the OpticFlow system and what is that strategy that you have to implement? First thing is optimizing your online image. Second thing is smoothing the conversion process of your client. And the third thing is retention and referral. Let's go back to the optimizing your online image. Why is it important? Most clinics rely on word of mouth or outdated advertising methods, which are inconsistent and limit growth. Without an optimized presence, your potential client won't even know you exist or why they should choose you. If we go back to the word of mouth thing, word of mouth is actually one of the most powerful way to bring in your clients. But if you don't have enough volume, there's not going to be enough word of mouth to actually make a difference to bring up your business. So how can you finally solve that problem? Well, first, you need to be present online. You need also geofencing and marketing ads. You need an optimized website so that people see you and work with your clinic. So to ensure that your clinic is visible to the right audience, you need to combine performant digital marketing and local SEO. And you also need an optimized Google My Business profile to make sure that your local search ranking is high. So whenever somebody is searching for a new clinic in your area, you should be the first result that appear in the research to make sure that they come to you instead of going to somebody else. This will bring you a consistent stream of clients who trust your clinic even before stepping in the door. So you won't need to rely on luck because this system will make sure that your clinic is the first choice for a patient that search for eye care services. The second thing, you need to smoothen the conversion process of your client, okay? Because clients today are expecting convenience. So if booking an appointment with you feels difficult or your website doesn't inspire confidence, potential patients will look elsewhere. Most clinics only have a website that shows that they exist, and they have the phone numbers and different ways to contact them. So whenever a client falls on your website, click to schedule the appointment, and turns out they're gonna have to call you. However, it's already 9 p.m. You're closed, so he will have to wait for the next day to contact you guys again. The problem with that is by that time, they're gonna fall with one of the clinics that I've worked with right here that allows the clients to book appointments online. If this client falls on their website and then sees that he can just book an appointment online and then everything will be set, they will 100% go with them because the process was way more simple. They won't have to go back and call. So what that does, it simplifies and enhances the entire client experience. So you need to have an online booking system, so patients can easily schedule an appointment with you online. You also need automated communication systems because you need to send reminders to those clients. You don't want to just have them book and then forget that they actually booked. However, you don't want to have to pick up the phone and then call them again and again to confirm, hey, you have an appointment with us. This is taking a lot of time. You need something that is efficient and that won't take a lot of your time because you need that time to actually work with clients that are present with you inside of the clinic. The third thing, but not the least, retention and referral system. Most clinics focus on attracting new clients, but they fail to maximize the potential of their existing patients. Retention and referrals are the most cost-effective way to grow your revenue, and without a system in place, you're leaving money on the table. So most of the clinics out there, as I said, are just trying to get new clients non-stop. And then once they get the client, they forget about him until next year, where they call him to say, hey, it's time for your annual exam. The way to solve this actually is by simply creating a system that will entice the client to do some referral. And you need to follow up with your clients. Make sure that their experience was good. Make sure that you keep them engaged and you remind them of the upcoming exam and the new offerings, even if it haven't been 1 year yet. Talk about the new offerings. Maybe they're gonna come back and take a new pair of glasses, a new pair of sunglasses as an example, or even if it's not for them, they know somebody who need glasses, they're gonna talk about it to their family, their friends, and everything. This is something that lacks a lot, and small clinics like yours that are stuck at $30,000-$40,000 per month. As I said before, word of mouth is one of the most powerful way to bring in someone new. The thing is, you need to entice the clients that you currently have to the word of mouth, not just hope because you gave them a good service. Tell them. If you implement a system, a loyalty, a referral system, and you keep contact with your clients, the referrals, instead of starting from zero with this month, you're gonna start actually with $20,000 because this $20,000 worth of client will come from the referrals. So with the same effort that you try to put to bring in new client, well, since you're starting at 20,000, you're gonna reach $60,000 to $80,000 per month, and then so on and so forth for the next month because you will get more and more client coming up. So just to give you a quick recap, first thing first, optimize your online image, bring onto your system an online booking system to make the client's process smooth and convenient, and also bringing our retention and referral programs to bring loyalty and from the clients that you currently have. This way, instead of making $30,000 per month being stuck there, you can actually have results like these: 150K, 175K, 156, 180K. The more it goes, the better it gets. There's too much more I could say about the OpticFlow system, but I don't want to make this video too long. So if it sounds like transformation that your clinic needs, click the link below and then book a call with me, or one of my team will go and give you a walkthrough session actually about how you can implement the OpticFlow system and help your clinic achieve that extra $50,000 in monthly revenue. So don't wait for things to change. They won't change on their own. So click the link below, book the walkthrough session today, and then I look forward to seeing you.